What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Alex here with Impact. We are live and in living color with round number 1. We have approximately infinity billion people here tonight. Half of those are playing Modern. It's crazy. The new year is popping off here at Impact. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We are rocking and rolling with 4 rounds of Modern tonight. So thank you all so much for joining us. If you are watching on Twitch, make sure to follow because we stream each and every single Friday night at 7 p.m. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification icon. Badger Mole Cub is pretty cool. A foil, though, says Dan. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. I don't know, man. Dan might be in trouble in this matchup. We'll see. Gabe is off to a pretty good start here. We've got Dan on Dice Factory. Dan is a regular here. And additionally, he's been in the booth with me a couple times for FNM. And Gabe is a regular also, usually playing Commander, but tonight jamming some green-black Yawgmoth in Modern. So we'll see how this goes. Alrighty. What are we doing with this? K command. Scry 4, draw a card, get rid of your Badger Mole Club.
You know what? Maybe you're bluffing. Yeah, I'm joking, you're bluffing. I understand. You gotta keep it cool for the game.
Dan said, these are all good. Gabe said, maybe you're bluffing. Maybe I'm not, though. Chance.
Except that I had this one broken card. This whole thing. This does it all. Placement becomes 2 mana to play a treasure this side. 2, yeah. I mean, I whipped in the moral sense, but the literal sense of good. I'll bring that to hand. That is artifact and creature cards. And I will.
No cards in hand for Dan. Gabe asking. And back to Dan. So he just scried 4. I'm assuming he's got something sweet here. Clearing Flesh Raker. Very, very good card for this deck. And all of these, like Eldrazi, Tron-ish decks. Oh, Gabe said no Surveil Land.
Hey man, it's how it is. It's how it goes. I'll live. But you got it. My percentage points. Alright, am I good on that? You know what I'm actually. Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Just. Got a piece of
See what Gabe's got in store for us this turn. Malevolent Rumble here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is Magic the Gathering, says Gabe. That it is. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. It's our first stream of the new year. So we are all pretty stoked here. Hopefully you had a happy, safe holiday season and happy and safe New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I pretty much just chilled with my family and stayed up till about 12:05 and called it a night. It was perfect.
Yeah, playing the young wolf.
Young Wolf, it is.
That'll resolve it. I know what Mystic Force does. That's what the was about.
So that's a colorless spell, so I'll make a void.
You think it's Scion?
One. I'll play Tezzeret. That's another colorless. It's colorless and artifact.
Okay, yeah, it's color. I knew that.
I'll ping you for one.
Yeah.
This come out.
That is a Tezzeret.
There's Tezzeret, Cruel Captain, inbound. Looking that one up real quick, just to make sure I know exactly what it does.
That's artifact card with mana power.
I'm just making sure. Because you don't read it, and somebody accidentally cheats. Not saying it for magic cards are not.
And there's Tezzeret, and I kind of botched the crop on that, didn't I? Well, it's good enough. He says as he tries to fix it. But yeah, Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. Or Tapper putting some counters on the cornucopia. Mystic Forge in here. He's comboing off here, kind of. Is that a Surge node? Love that card. All right, so clearly he's got a land on top. He's looking for his tower, but also probably to shuffle his deck. All right, a little cut from Gabe. I mean, Dan's in the driver's seat right now. This deck's pretty sweet. Does he have another land on top? And pass, so yeah, he must have a land on top. But that was an impressive turn there from Dan. Little fetch here from Gabe. Yeah, Gabe's going to have to need a really strong turn here. I would not want to pass back to Dan if I were Gabe with as much mana as as much mana as Dan will have available to him. He's going to be able to rip through that deck and cast a lot of spells.
Position.
Yeah, that's the yard.
And there's Yawgmoth.
Play a young wolf.
Young Wolf.
Okay.
Play a young wolf.
Nice. Okay.
So I can demonstrate a loop of stacking a young wolf, put a -1/-1 counter on a young wolf with a +1/+1 counter to nullify the counters.
Yep.
I'm going to gain 1 life every time I do that.
He's going infinite.
I can.
Wow.
Would you like me to shortcut here, or do you want me to?
I can make infinite damage. So
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to, because I can do this at instant speed, let's just start by doing it 5 times until you're ready.
Flesh Raker.
so each time
So I'm sorry, I have to do it 1 time. I will hit the glaring flesh rake the first one.
okay. Sack that and it comes back. Boom.
Yes.
Okay.
No, gain 2. Pay 1, gain 2.
Yeah.
And now this has a -1/-1.
Yep. So then you'll
So now I can do this many times left.
okay. So sacrifice
I
this
need to
one
draw the card.
You have to draw a card.
It is draw a card.
Yeah.
But what I can do is I could sacrifice this one to kill the glaring flesh rake, and it will just come back as a land tap.
Okay.
And I will draw a card. And these are coming back from exile, so I will not actually get paid.
But you're not gaining life?
From the land one.
Oh, from the land, yeah.
So let's just do it again. It would flip over to the other one.
Okay.
Hmm.
I believe that. But I have 2 of them, so it's fucked to the same. I will draw 1, gain 1,
Draw 1, game 1.
draw 1, gain 1,
Draw 1, game 1.
draw 1, gain. Then I will just leave it there. Because it is consistent.
Okay.
And he'll leave it there, he says. So
I will pass.
it is a loop, but it isn't an infinite loop. And in theory, Dan can get another Flesh Raker out and
Yeah, 'cause you play off of this.
do a ton.
Also, I think
Am I going to keep
Yeah,
going?
you're good.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Well, I can also just do it on that 6 speed. I think if you're doing.
Yeah, if it's limited by the number of cards in your deck, I can make infinite mana.
Yeah, I know, but you have to get. And you have
I
to
do.
cards.
Yeah, I do. So let's see what's on top of his.
Is it a land? So Dan doesn't have infinite mana right now. Or infinite damage. He's got to get there first.
You have to find their flush rate piece.
Yeah, I do. I forgot to put something on. It's okay. It's okay.
This is such an interesting game. I've turned the players up. Hopefully y'all can hear them.
I'm gonna make 3 cards here. Can I use this for now? Make 3 cards here, and I'll use Persevere to untap it.
Okay, so you have activated Tether this turn.
I'm gonna cast this Tezzeret off the top using that 3.
Yep.
Thing. I think really much of a point to do that.
I mean,
Let's see Vince's fate. There's kind of a real point to do it.
All right.
oh yeah, you can end up with another.
There's
Tether
no
or
difference. It's okay. I'm 1 card deeper, so it kind of made a difference.
Yeah, Dan is 1 card deeper, but still just has the same board.
Should have probably knifed for that. What's Mystic Forge? What's all this?
Mystic Forge the land away. Yeah. Oh no. This is tragic for Dan.
Play versus Tower. It's not Tron.
All right, so now Dan has Tron again. There's a map.
Map.
Yep.
Huh. It's got to be land, right? I would imagine it's got to be land. Dan's just bricking here.
2 here. And sack this. Search for land.
All right, has a shuffle, so here's another tower.
Basically have to hit a farm.
Dan says, hopefully I hit a card here. Well, I guarantee you'll hit a card, Dan. It might not be a card you want, though. Well, looks like it is a card he can cast. Core Tapper, okay.
2.
Probably not a good sign if he's
What's -3 and tutor?
-3 and tutor, okay. What are we tutoring for? Peter Parker's camera. Modern All-Star Peter Parker's camera.
Chalice.
Interesting. Uh-oh, says Dan. Wow. Passing back.
2, one of them is no. I'm gonna do this. Do you want me to go through the process every time, or just go to like specific?
However, you gain 1 life and draw
Yeah.
each time, right?
Yeah.
So you can go ahead
You're
and do
cool
that.
interpreting it that way.
Yeah.
So he's sacking the boys here because of Yawgmoth. He can do it infinitely as long as he has a deck.
Good to go to my turn. Okay.
Gaining life and drawing cards every time he does it.
I get a Soul Cauldron.
All right, there's Agatha's Soul Cauldron.
You got infinite damage here now?
Yeah, Walking Ballista.
Okay.
There's Walking Ballista. That's going to be infinite damage. And that's going to do it, folks.
Yeah, good game.
That is going to do it. That was a very cool game.
There's one part away.
I do think that there's a chance I can play through that just fairly with that amount of board.
All right, let's kick it back. Well, for the first time tonight, I suppose. Kick it to the sideboard with me.
So from there, I can do infinite damage for how much I
Welcome on in, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Also,
Oh, yeah, you true. Yeah, Tez would have got passive counters on it. But it is what it is. Gabe up a game here in Modern round number 1. We are live from Impact. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, if you haven't yet, hit that follow button. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all the fun things. Hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. Shout out. We just hit 1,200 followers on our last stream. We were streaming Riftbound on last night at 6 p.m. So if you're into Riftbound, check us out. Each and every Thursday night, we stream Pokemon on Tuesdays. So that'll be fun. But yeah, let's kick it to this camera. And I'll turn the players up a little bit. And you can listen on in.
is pretty meta. Like a meta deck, right?
is it meta right now?
No. I mean, like, it's a metagame deck. Like, you have to care about what the metagame is to be able to play it or not. Like, it's not always good.
Oh no, I just think it was too slow. Badger Pool makes it faster. That's it.
Cool. Okay.
It's really the big difference. It also just gives it, like, this is a more fair game plan.
I remember everyone going really crazy with like the endurances and the prosperous creatures creating like really crazy loops that made it really difficult and stuff. But now it doesn't seem like that's really it's needed anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm playing it. It seems fun. That's what I know.
It's badass.
Assuming you're taking the play again.
Yeah.
I don't know, I had a sneaking suspicion. Yeah, I had a one-lander last game, and I was like, I mean,
dude.
so
Lucky
one-lander
game.
with Badger Mole and it.
That
I
is
just
true. Yeah,
hope
you
you're
need
not
to play
playing
it, man.
Fatal Push.
Got him though. That's so smooth. You like it, huh? Let's go.
I'm on the draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
Yeah, I'll keep this. You good to go, dude?
Did you go down right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Power play? Okay.
Everphone shells. Surge node. Max open.
Yep.
Hey.
All right, let's kick it back down to the battlefield real quick.
All of the counters on here on Everphone shells.
Put H up, right?
You guys are really quiet, I feel. All righty. Oh, wow. The overhead cam was lagging a little bit, it looked like. It's not great. Map gonna get cracked here. Inventor's Fair. Gains life every time an artifact enters the battlefield, and they can tap it and tap some other mana and go get an artifact of his choosing. All right. I think we are out of sync. The mic sounds like it's the only thing that's live right now. I think the overhead cam is lagging. Face cam seem to be off, if not also lagging. Do apologize. Hey, Jay Ferred. Furfid. Jay Furfid. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate ya. All right. Right back to Gabe. Remember, Gabe is up a game. Has a Badger Mole Cub and 2 Delighted Halflings, so he's got a ton of mana right now. Treasures Insight. This is a little brutal. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out why this is lagging so hard. Okay, that didn't do anything. All right. Turning it off and turning it back on sometimes is all you have to do. That's wild. I hate technology. Here's Tezzeret. I wonder if that fixed these ones. Alrighty. Well, at least the overhead cam is fixed. I'm not sure why the face and overhead cams are constantly out of sync. But at least the audio's matching up to what's actually happening on the table. So shocking in an overgrown tomb. Young Wolf. Second Young Wolf. I'll have to adjust the camera here. Oh my gosh. Mono Young Wolves, and then there's the Thran Physician. So, Dan attempting to interact here. Oh, yeah. Makes sense, says Gabe. That's pretty huge. Yeah, so Yawgmoth should be dead. Shouldn't the Eldrazi spawn be gone? Ah. Ooh. Is this an Eldritch Evolution? The Badgermole Club? Oh. Gabe still might have this. Yeah, I mean... Targeting Badgermole. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, Dan still got a Mystic Forge on top, or on the battlefield, so... Not sure what's on top of his deck, but... I might be able to interact again? Present the loop again. Is it infinite? I don't think it's infinite. It's however much his deck is, right? I think he's trying to find Cauldron. Well, maybe not. I don't know what he's drawn to. Chat, help. Ooh. Dan's looking at him like, what you doing? Does he have any mana left? He has one colorless, I think. Exiling any of these cards. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. He's got to wait till it's Dan's turn to do that. Oof. Discard to hand size. When he's got basically his entire deck in his hand. That's rough. This has been an absolute slugfest, chat. Hey, Magic Dad's Gaming. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate that. How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. We stream each and every single Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. I'm glad you could join us. Dan gonna take a look. I think I do this now, so before Dan draws.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh. Mystic Forge was the top card. Let's see. Oh, no. That is not good for Gabe. That is a very good for Dan, though. All right, we're going to mill, or exile, rather. Imagine it was a Tron land. For Eldrazi Spawn getting sacked. There's Karn. It's going to stop Agatha's Soul Cauldron. What do we want to find here? Stand out of mana, though? I think he might. Well, he has a land in hand, right? But, like... Pithing Needle... Hey, you could get Pithing Needle. Name Yawgmoth. Yep. Pithing Needle exists, says Gabe. This has been back and forth. The entire... was on. Man. Liquid metal coating. Okay, so blowing up the lands is very real. Urza's Mine. Taps for 2 colorless. All right, Fleshraker triggers. Tezzeret triggers. Well, 3 creatures, yeah. Wow. I do not envy either of these players. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in round. Marionette Man. Karn's gone. Main phase 2 for Gabe. I get the Soul Cauldron. Delighted Halfling getting a counter. What is that? Young Wolf. The force, yeah. So the reason he drew so many cards was because force of. Oh, man, this has been a crazy match. Yeah, and time is ticking down. I Dan is fighting essentially for a draw here, because even if he wins this game, he's still down a game. All right, so time has been called. Oh, Karn back. Dan's going to give it to Gabe. Stand up, man. Dan. And that is going to be it. That is going to be it for round number 1. Thank you all so much for joining us this round. Don't go anywhere. We've got 3 more rounds of Modern action. So make sure to stay locked in. The next round is going to be right around the corner. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's get live and chat. Come on. One person has commented one thing. I'm getting lonely, guys. Anyways, whether I see you in the next video or the next round, I've been Alex. I'll catch y'all on the flippy flop. Adios, everybody.